What's up, danglers? And once again, it is that wonderful time of week where I get to show off all the cool things I found on Whatnot. I do apologize for that last video. I think the lighting was kind of crummy. I had my blue strip lights on and totally forgot about them, and then realized as I was editing that the lighting was not the best. So I hope I kind of improved on that a little bit. And sorry, AT, I don't have your hat on. I did just get a nice fresh haircut from Dibs Barbershop. Shout out Dibs. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So we got a lot of cool things. I don't even know where to start. Let's try to keep this moving. Let's try to keep it under 40 minutes. What we got first? Good old Johnson 56F. I think I know what this is. I think I remember what this is. Ooh. B Harris 5. Starting a trend. I love it. Okay. What we got? We got a bait that I actually haven't had a chance to use yet. You have seen one on here so far, one or two? I think one. So this will be number 2. This is the Megabass ORC, Over Rev Crank, and of course it is in the Baby Kinyo CB. So that is the OG Baby Kinyo. We're just going to open the trap. Not even going to think about it. Not even going to think about it. Let's get ourselves a stand here. Purdy. So if you know, you know that OG Baby Kinyo is a very, very nice color. Got that white with the pink. I love the jet black eyes on these things. And we got that chartreuse on the top. Beautiful. So the Over Rev Crank, I believe I mentioned in previous videos, is a wake bait. So again, we got that vertical lip, so it's going to stay on the surface. Wonderful. Okay, thank you, Johnson 56F. All right, let's keep her moving. Keep her moving. We got Urban Finesse. So let's see, we got a couple things in here. So we'll start off with the stickers. So we got the Beast Coast sticker. I don't know what that says on the bottom there, but that is a dope sticker. Thanks, Urban Finesse. I might be able to find a place for that. We'll just put that there for now. And of course, should come as no shock at this point, we got ourselves a Megabass SRX Griffin. So this is in the DD Bass. So this is going to replicate a baby bass perfectly. And this is a color that I did not have. I actually just got the smallmouth bass. So now I have the largemouth. So again, just like the smallmouth, the paint job perfectly replicates a baby largemouth. So that is going to work wonderfully. Awesome. So thank you, Urban Finesse. All right, let's keep it moving. What's this? That's garbage. What's this? What do we got? So a new one for the channel. This is from Scott Schiltz. Another fellow Scott. Okay. What did I buy from Scott? What did I buy from Scott? Ooh, another new thing for the channel. So, let's see, what do we got? We got another awesome sticker. Real in a Deal, Scott Schiltz 1. Perfect. Put that up there. Let's move our Griffin over here. So this, of course, another Megabass product, but new for the channel and new for me in general. This is the Body Balance Swim Bait Head. This is in the 3/8 ounce, and it is in the white python color. So I actually bought this specifically to use with my, I think it's 4-inch, 4.5 inch, I don't remember, Megabass Spark Shads. So those are paddle tail swim baits. So this is going to pair up beautifully with those. So let's pull this bad boy out. let's see. Ugh. And again, I love the color. White Python. Such an amazing paint job done by Megabass. Again, those jet black eyes, just like that Baby Kinyo. We got that white with kind of like the black crackle going on there. We got that really nice bait keeper. We actually got a double bait keeper. That's nice. I've never actually seen that before on anything else. So that's going to hold your soft plastic on there perfectly, in my opinion. So that is... we get that to stay. Nah, I'm not even going to bother. So that is the Body Balance by Megabass in the 3/8 ounce and the White Python color. Thanks, Scott Schultz. 1. Alright, so let's stick that there for now. Okay. Alright, keep her moving. Keep her moving. Let's try to have our garbage in here so I don't have to spend 20 minutes after the fact cleaning it all up. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Ah, we actually have 2 packages from American Traditions. And again, don't forget to use that code to get 10% off your first order. So let's start with the first one. Now we're just going to pull them all out. Just going to pull them out. Boom. Garbage. Boom. Garbage. Okay, let's start with the first one. We got, aha! Again, another Megabass product. I promise there's more than just Megabass. Probably mostly Megabass. Anyway, so this is the Megabass Eye Jack. So another new one for the channel. This is also a wake bait. Slightly different. It is bigger than the Over Rev Crank. This is in the M Cosmic Shad, so great color. Again, also I've never used any of these before. I would say the Eye Jack maybe closer replicates or is more similar to a Eye Loud, which I did actually have on this channel not too long ago. So we'll notice slightly different lip. So that's basically like an arrowhead, you know, whereas your Over Rev Crank, that's more of like a square bill style. So this will also be a top water bait and also a wake bait. I am very excited to try that out. Again, gorgeous color. Kind of got like that black with blue sparkle on top. A little bit of gold. A little bit of silver. Perfect color, in my opinion, to replicate either a larger bait fish or even like a bluegill. Perfect. So that is the Eye Jack. What else did we get from American Traditions? Did I win a giveaway? I have the worst habit sometimes of entering giveaways, putting the phone down, and walking away. Da, 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 da. Let's see here. I did. Well, I apologize, American Traditions, for not thanking you in the moment there, so thank you. So, what did we get? What did we get? Something new. So this, that bad boy right there. So this is a Covered Creeper by Evergreen. Is in the 5.8 gram weight. I'm not sure what that equates to in ounces, but I love it. I don't know what color this would be. I don't know, but it's a great color. Let's see here. We're just gonna pull it out. So as you guys have seen in that last video, I did kind of get going on my finesse setup, so this might be something I throw on that. Definitely on the smaller end of things, if I can get it out. Holy Fort Knox. Alright. Yeah, that is a nice little finesse jig there. So we kind of got like the green pumpkin, we got some chartreuse, a little bit of black flake, a little bit of gold flake. Love it. Sweet. Thanks, AT. Had no idea. Alright, now the thing I actually bought. Again, in reference to that last on water video, I did lose my Vibration X Vataline to a mystery object, turtle, rock. I'm not even really sure. And I actually got that one from American Traditions, and luckily enough, American Traditions had another one for me. Except this time we went with the Akatora color. So this is basically a jointed crankbait, swimbait hybrid. So Megabass makes the Vataline, or Vatalion, however you want to pronounce it. And it's basically built the exact same way, just one bigger, and two, it does not have the lip. So the Vibration X Vataline is smaller and has a lip. So this one is so slow flow. I think the last one I had was slow sink, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure. And again, as you've seen in past videos, I do love the Akatora color. So this one is perfect, and hopefully I can hold on to it for longer than one fishing session. So beautiful. Thanks, American Traditions. And again, I know I sound like a broken record. Use that code to get 10% off. Alright, perfect. So that is the Akatora Vibration X Vataline by Megabass. Alright, keep her moving. Let's see, what's this guy? Ah, good old Real Bill Dance. Back again. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ah, we got two things. Beautiful. So this first one, you guessed it, is another Griffin. This is the Griffin SRX, and a new color. This is the M Western Clown, maybe Mid Western Clown, and it looks like it's got a 2 there. So again, new color for me, to hopefully add to my future better tackle system Griffin box. Love that color. Beautiful. So we got some silver on the sides. We kind of got that yellowish gold and red on top. I love how the eyes are kind of like looking down there. So this might actually be one I throw very soon. Sweet. Alright, and next up is one that I've been on the fence about for a while. And I finally decided to do it. This is made by OSP. And it is the HPF Crank Spec 2. So it's a flat body crankbait. Definitely shallow diving. You could say any depth? Negative. It's in the So Sick color. And if you know, you know, this color looks very similar to the Megabass OG Baby Kinyo. So maybe slightly more of a solid color. But that was one of the biggest selling points for me. Is one, it's a flat body crankbait, which I don't have a lot of. Shallow diving, again, being stuck on the bank. And it's the it's the So Sick color by OSP. But very similar to that OG Baby Kinyo, which is a very good color. And I had to do it. I've been on and off. I finally decided to do it, and who better to get it from than Real Bill Dance. So thanks, Real Bill Dance. Beautiful. So that is the So Sick Spec 2 by OSP. Alright. Garbage straight up here. Okay. Ooh, what's next? Ah, so this is from Pine State Tackle, and it was the first time that I have finally seen something that is brand new and you've seen on my channel already on the Whatnot, and that is the new G Crazy worm by none other than G Crack. So I honestly forget the name of the color I had originally gotten in my last video, but I had to pick up some more, of course, because they are impossible to find at most retail stores. So again, the guys on Whatnot have the hookup. So yeah, they are 18 inches. You basically rig these bad boys Nico style or wacky. And this is in the AJ's Juice color. So you'll definitely be seeing some more G Crazy worm action on the channel. Sweet. Thanks, PineStateTackle.com. Stick that there. Beautiful. What else we got? So that's that. I don't even know. Alright, this is a mystery one. I don't even know who this is. I'll probably know. Ah! I know who this is. This is from none other than Lonesome Dove, aka Better Tackle Systems. So we're going to save the big boy for last. So, only fitting since Mr. Lonesome Dove was kind of the person that reignited my whole thing with finesse fishing. I had to pick up some things from him for that purpose. So we're gonna start, we'll start with the big guy. So again, another seller with a lot of great baits already out of the box, ready to fish. So this guy I might just need to change the hooks out on, something like that. This is the Megabass Cyclone. So it's basically, it is a shallow diving crankbait. And just, I would say, bigger than the Griffin, slightly different action, but very similar. And I could not begin to tell you the color on this, but it's got that bright orange belly, goes to a translucent purple, to a more solid purple on top. That is gorgeous. It's almost like a candy apple, candy grape kind of thing, where it changes as you turn it. Beautiful bait. Cyclones is actually something I have not used a lot of yet, and I'm hoping to do that in coming videos. So that is the Megabass Cyclone. That's that. So let's get to the tiny guys. So first up we have, you guessed it, a Griffin, but it is the baby Griffin. I think this is my third baby Griffin, and of course it is in the matte tiger color, and if you know, you know. Matte tiger is one of the best colors out there. Definitely something I think I may be throwing for smallmouth in the very near future. We did get a little rain-ish here, so I might attempt the river. So that is the Megabass baby Griffin. Now, along with the baby Griffin, I had remembered him selling these very tiny baits a while ago, and I could not for the life of me remember the name of them, but I believe it was Johnson 56F that helped me figure it out, and that was actually the Megabass X30. I knew they were tiny, but just like the last bait I'm going to show from this order, sometimes, you know, obviously looking at stuff on the screen, it's hard to tell exactly how big they are. So when I got them, I was like, holy tiny. Which is good. It's kind of what I wanted. So this, I'm not even going to be able to put these on stands, so I'm just going to kind of hold them in my hand here. These are the Megabass X30. I don't know, the crankbaits. Look at the size of these things. Again, single hook. I wish I had a tape measure or something. Well, here's my pinky. Those things are stupid tiny, and I love it. Again, as I've said before, when you're downsizing, especially getting to things like this, you kind of open the door to catching a lot of different species of fish. So I think not only can I very easily catch some bass on these, I think I might entice a lot of the big perch and big crappie and big bluegill we have in my waters. So I'm super stoked to try these. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to throw these on my finesse setup, but I do actually have a very small spinning setup that I think will work perfectly for these. So those are the Megabass X30s. Love it. Doop. Doop. Actually, when I got those, he actually threw one of those in for free, and he goes, "You're probably going to lose one, so I'm going to give you an extra one." And at first I was like, ah, how dare you? And then once I got him, I was like, ah, yeah, that makes sense. Anywho, last but not least, actually it's not last but not least, there was something else in this package, but I'm not going to give that away. That'll actually be in the next video. Okay, so this, last but not least, again, I could not tell the size of this thing until I had it in my hands, and I wish I had known these things existed sooner, because I would have bought more earlier in the season. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, holy shnikes, this is the Magnum Buzzjet. I should have grabbed the normal size. Holy large, like, I don't even know what to compare it to. So here's like your, oh, here's the eye jack. Both wake baits. Like, this thing could eat it. Look at that thing. So again, if you've been following my channel, I've fallen in love with the Buzzjet this year, and I can't believe they make one this big. I need to have more. So any of my whatnot sellers, if you happen to be watching this, if you have one, let me know. I'm sure you've seen me ask 40 different people about them 40 different times. So, you know, if you ever get tired of, you know, seeing me ask for it, let me know. But this is actually a Depths member exclusive. Can't really begin to tell you exactly what that means. It's definitely limited releases for sure. And wow, this thing is just massive. And again, as I like to say, oh, that was the right way the first time. Bigger the bait, bigger the fish. And I've caught my biggest fish on big topwater baits. Wow. Woo! All right, thanks, Justin. I appreciate that. AKA Lonesome Dove, AKA Better Tackle Systems. Okay, I don't even know where to put that thing. Jeez Louise. Let's get him right there. All right. Keep her moving. Keep her moving. Ah, so this one is also new for the channel, I think. I'm pretty sure. This is from Pat Wren. So Pat Wren's another one who has some really good, hard to find JDM products, especially your hard to find collectible Megabass stuff. And of course, I had to add some more little griffins. So we got one and two. So we're gonna keep the ball rolling with the baby griffins. So this is baby griffin number 4, number 5, something like that. This is in the matte brown shad. So again, amazing color. Anything matte really is usually pretty good. In my professional, non-professional opinion. Look at that beauty. So again, that's going to replicate a little bait fish perfectly. Love that color. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's see. So that is the Megabass Baby Griffin in the matte brown shad. And along with that baby griffin, I did get myself another Grizzero, aka a baby griffin zero. So basically the same size, or it is the same size as the baby griffin, but what makes it a zero is that it is a wake bait. So it's not diving at all, it's going to stay on the surface. But it's super tiny. So this is in the IL Koku. Or Koku Wagata. Something like that. Alright, let's open that up. Slide her out. Wow. I didn't even notice that. Let's turn that off. Turn that off. Hang him up. Come on. That's gorgeous. So very dark color. So it's going to be great in stained water. So it's almost like, again, very similar to, I would say, like a candy apple red. You know, you turn that bait a certain way, it's green, and then it's got a little bit of almost a goldish tint to it. But, well, one, I love the fact that the Griffin Zeros have that little feather on the tail. But look at the lip. It actually has the claws. I think I did get, I think it's the shrimp or craw. One of the crankbaits I think I got recently had that as well. That is sick. This might be the hardest one to throw, maybe next to the VR. But I cannot wait to try this bad boy out. So let's throw him up there real quick. Beautiful. Thanks, Pat Wren. All right. Okay, so the last few are kind of special. So if you don't know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So there was a raid train that went on, and basically the theme was that everything that was bought or any tips that were made all went to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. And of course, a lot of the things that were being sold were, of course, pink. So you know me, I had to contribute, of course. And I had to get some cool pink baits. So with that being said, let's hang this guy up here. Burp. Okay, so let's start with Harris Buck, since he actually did start the raid train. So we got a few things here. We got I don't think I had one of these yet. Perfect. Finally got me a Harris Buck sticker. And then the Harris Buck, along with a bunch of other guys, I know Lonesome Dove, Coach Gut, are all part of the Fishing Coalition. And they actually made some custom stickers specifically for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which I absolutely love. That is awesome. I'm going to have to get a new board, or a bigger board. And of course, I don't know if I remember the name of the brand that makes these. I know it was mentioned, but he had some pretty cool bright pink chatterbaits. So I actually might specifically use this chatterbait for smallmouth. I love using the brighter colors for smallmouth, and this is just your definition of hot pink. That is awesome. Everything from the blade to the head to the skirt, everything is pink. That is beautiful. I can't wait to try that. Sick. Thanks, Harris Buck. That's awesome. Let's try to get that grab here, maybe. Beautiful. Okay. Next up, we got... Who's this? Speaking of Coach Gut, we got Coach Gut next. And it looks like he threw in some extra stuff. I don't think I want to give away. I might have. I can't keep track. So this is by Slick Bait Co. It says saltwater, but I would definitely throw these for freshwater and probably use them as a trailer for some of these chatterbaits that I just got. Perfect. Thanks, Coach. What else we got? So here's the original Fishing Coalition. So we got the original and the Breast Cancer Awareness. I just had a lisp there. Awareness Month. Good Lord. Okay. So now this one, this one's funny. So this is done by Dill's Custom Lures. It's in the 1/2 ounce. It is a chatterbait, but does it have the actual name? But it's boobies. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I love it. I'm sure you could tell just by looking at it why we're calling it the booby chatterbait. And funny enough, I was telling my girlfriend about it, and I showed her a picture of this chatterbait, and I was explaining to her the action a chatterbait has, and I was kind of doing this thing, how it kind of goes back and forth, and she goes, "Oh, so we can call it the motor boater." God, I love her. So if you're ever looking for a name on these things, guys, we'll call them the motor boater. So, love it. Again, we got that bright, hot pink. This one's got the eyes. And of course, we got the boobies. Love it. Awesome. Thanks, Coach Gut. I don't even know if I want to fish that, to be honest with you. I mean, I think I'm going to give it to the girlfriend just so she can say she's motorboating while fishing. Anywho, where are we at? Another new one for the channel, I'm 90% sure. This is EAF Outdoors LLC. Now, this was also during the raid train of the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we did get some, if I can get them. Did we get a sticker? I don't know. No, but we did get a little sticker from EAF. So make sure you go check them out. Beautiful. But this one was not pink. This was just a... Oh no, another sticker. Cool. Perfect. And that one's small. I think I can actually fit that one on here. We'll see. We have to make another sticker board. So this was during that raid train, but it is nothing pink. It is actually a Megabass product. Shocker. But it's on the smaller side again. Kind of sticking with adding things to the finesse lineup. This is the Megabass X70. I might just leave this in here for now. This is in the mystery color. Something IU would be my guess. Oh, there it is. GG Japanese. GG Japanese. So basically just a very small jerkbait. As far as floating, it's got a guanium finish. I don't know if it's suspending, floating. But regardless, the whole idea was it was small and it's finessey. And I didn't have any, so I had to add it to the collection. Beautiful. Thank you, EAF Outdoors LLC. Okay. Alright, now this one's also special because along with Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it is also Down Syndrome Awareness Month as well. So we got a few special things from none other than Some James. So let's pull that out. Let's pull this out. So we're going to go over our stickers here. Things. Wonderful. Okay. So we got some awesome Down Syndrome Awareness stickers. Down, right, perfect. Got that right. And then we got ourselves a awesome little bracelet. Nothing down about it. Absolutely. I love it. We're gonna throw that on right now. Okay. And last but not least, we got the legend herself, Miss Paisley. Absolutely adorable. Love it. We're gonna put that right there. Okay. So that's that. Now, as I've mentioned earlier in the video, I had some spark chads and I wanted to get some more, and these are in the 3-inch. Slightly tinier than I expected them to be, but I love them. Not sure what I'm gonna do here. I might just use a little jig head, use them for smallies, maybe smaller spinnerbait trailer. We'll see. This is in the real color. They look real. That's what we want. Perfect. Okay. Put those there. And then, of course, this should come as no shocker. So, at one point, Mr. Some James held up a Megabass Gata X, and, well, the rest is history. This one, though, and I meant to bring my other one, I forgot. I don't know the exact name of. I don't know the color either, but this has a slightly different style of wings. So normally these wings are one solid piece, but this bad boy has got 4. So 4 separate pieces. And then what I like about it, it's got this tie off here that's about a good inch from the wings itself, so that actually prevents your line from getting wrapped up in those wings and your hook. But that is absolutely gorgeous. So like I said, I do have another one with this style of wing, so I think I'm gonna fish that one. That one's actually just straight chartreuse. So I think I'm gonna fish that one. And this bad boy is going on display. She's just too pretty and too hard to come by to potentially lose to a pickerel. That is gorgeous. All right, we gotta do that. We gotta, let's see, she sit nicely there. Oh, love it. Hands down, all-time favorite mega bass lure. Love it, love it, love it. Thanks some, James. Okay, and last but not least, this next one has been my hands down biggest purchase on Whatnot. I actually sold about 3/4 of the collection I had just to fund these 2 lures. Now these 2 lures came from K Ensala 123. I'm butchering that, I'm sure, aka Kirk. And if you don't know who Kirk is and you've been on Whatnot, you're missing out. Because when I say this guy probably has the best, one of the best, if not the best, mega bass collections on there, I'm not exaggerating. I'm convinced at this point that his drywall is made of mega bass and the framing in the house is done with Ito Engineering. If you see his collection, you'll understand what I'm saying. So these 2 lures I wanted to get specifically for Halloween. So for Halloween, along with Christmas, I want to do like little displays of my collections and post them on Halloween and on Christmas. So I wanted these 2 specifically for Halloween, and good old Kirk had the hookup on 2 Megabass Pop Maxes, both in the 2019 Halloween colors. Drooling. Wow. 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 Very hard to find. This is like the 2nd set that I came across since hunting for them for about a month or so. 2 months maybe. You can come across the Pop X and the Griffins. Actually, you saw the Griffin. I have the 2019 Halloween Griffin. Much easier than the Pop Maxes. So we're gonna take them out. We're gonna take them out. I know some of you collectors out there are like, don't do it. It's okay, you'll be fine. So, this is the Dark Knight Halloween 2019. Oh, don't be stuck in the box. Okay. I don't want to breathe on it. Let's do one at a time here. I don't know if we're going to make it under 40 minutes, but it's okay. So this is the Dark Knight 2019 Halloween. So again, it's, you know, same pattern as that Griffin you guys saw in past video. It's got black with like the purple sparkle. You got the purple bat. And again, I'm a big Black Sabbath fan, so that purple bat is like, yeah! Purple spider webs. Unbelievable. Insane, in the membrane, knucking futs. I love it. Okay, so that's the Dark Knight. Next we have the Halloween Pumpkin 2019 as well. Come on. Come out easily for me, please. Ah. Mm. Mm. Okay. Now this bad boy is bright orange. I love the purple tail. We got that awesome jack-o'-lantern face on that side. And then we're going to have another bat on the other. That is just insane, and officially my favorite. Maybe a strong number 2, because I got that soft spot for the Gata X's, but definitely will not be selling these at all, ever, most likely, because that is just one of the coolest things I have ever seen done with a lure. And again, this is where I think, in most cases, don't get me wrong, I love pretty much all JDM companies, but when it comes to Megabass, their paint jobs and their limited releases and their holiday releases, I mean, I think are untouched. That is insane. Thank you so much, Kirk. I will definitely put that up spelling wise, so make sure you go check them out, especially when it comes to these super hard to find collectible pieces. I don't think there's too many people out there that kind of has what he has, so definitely go check him out. Whew. I'm okay. We're over 40. Whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to go check these awesome sellers out on Whatnot. And please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Drop some comments. Hit that like button. I, along with my awesome Whatnot finds and some drool, we'll catch you later.
Yes, indeed. They call me Mr. Greed worldwide. And I'm black out.